What's up, guys? So this video is going to be about pot.
Fuck!
So just a disclaimer before we start. I do not judge anybody, and what is good for one person is not good for another person. So I just want to get that out of the way. I have to qualify myself on this subject. I have personally smoked weed for 15 years. I was high for 15 years. It's been 6 months since I've quit, and I haven't felt this good in a really long time. The weird thing about weed is you think when you're, especially a chronic user, you think that you're not high when you haven't smoked in the last couple hours, but you are always fucking high. Always. If you regularly use weed, you are always stoned. It's true. I didn't really realize it until I quit for about a month, and then all this fog went away and I just became clear. I think right now with the political climate around weed, there's this overcompensation that it's just this miracle substance of greatness and everybody should be high. I think if you're self-aware of what your situation is in your life, you can take an honest inventory and decide whether or not you should be smoking once a day, once a week, or never. And I think that's a paradigm that hasn't been really presented yet in the marijuana world, only because it's been wrongfully illegal for so long that that there is this very violent, like I said, overcompensation to the other side. Now we gotta pull it back towards the middle. That's where all the good stuff is. Moderation is key, right? For anyone looking for validation, any people out there that chronically use pot, that is looking for validation to quit, here it is. Sometimes you have vibes in your life where weed does serve you. But you have to be honest with yourself of whether or not it's really serving you or if it's numbing you out. Weed has a tendency to make you okay with not doing anything. I think that's my biggest beef with it, is it can help you sleep, it can help with pain, it can help with nausea, it can help with creativity, yes, but that is the uses for it. If you're not using it for anything other than to be high, and then just sit there and zone out, you're kind of abusing it at that point. So I don't know. I'm very a huge proponent of self-awareness and being conscious, and proactively making decisions and not just following a routine because you've always done it. I personally like to shake shit up every once in a while just to make sure that I'm resilient. I can kind of shake and move with whatever is thrown at me. So that was the reason that I quit smoking, was just kind of to throw something different in there and see how I respond. I also want to make sure that I am in control of stuff around me, that nothing is controlling me. I'm also a huge fan of do whatever the you want to do, and that means actually doing whatever the it is in your heart that you want to do, and not being controlled by the monkey on your back, so to speak. And I think a lot of people just get into a habit of pot use, and then they are dependent on it. Bro, the only thing you need to be dependent on is yourself, and then your network of humans around you that also enrich your life. But being dependent on a substance or any type of habit like that is just bad news bears. So yeah, that's my take on it. I don't know if I'll ever use weed again. It doesn't really interest me at this time. Kind of doing my own thing. I don't miss it. I don't think about it. I don't crave it. I don't know. It's a liberty thing. It's a freedom thing. I feel free from it, actually. So yeah.